I do want to end this season finale on a fun note. So we'll do our Just for Fun segment. And keeping in the theme of classes, let's go with high school. Let's talk about which class would each SEC coach teach in high school. Jesse, let's start with you. And I thought it might be a fun thing for us because I always assign each of us our own coaches. And then I thought, that's a softball question. We need to give each other, we need to do each other's coaches so we can have fun with it, right? So Jesse, let's start with you first. Don't hold back.
Okay, this is the first time I'm seeing these per usual. It just works. It's how my creative process works. Georgia, Kirby Smart. I just get a health teacher vibe, like the health coach vibe.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, like
I was waiting for that.
You don't know what he does all day, but he just kind of puts on like an episode of Grey's Anatomy and then just like leaves the kids. Like you don't know.
He just wanders around the school. He doesn't actually do any work.
Everyone is actually asking if he's paid to work there. Like nobody really knows, but he does yell a lot, so you just kind of go with it.
He watches Varsity Blues in class because nothing cures the Monday blues like Varsity Blues.
There we go. You're just constantly watching Blue Mountain State.
There you go.
LSU, Ed Ogeron. He's going to be your foreign language teacher. And it's not because
I love it.
it's not because he speaks Spanish or French or Latin. It's because you don't know what he's saying and you're not quite sure what class you're supposed to be in. You just know he's talking and you think it's a foreign language.
Do you think that maybe when he came in for the teaching interview, he just started speaking and they thought that he was speaking another language and they're like, this is perfect. This guy can teach another language.
They're like, beautiful. We've got a course that no other school has. We've got 3 foreign languages. And everyone's like, what's the third? And you're like, it's, yeah. You're just like, okay.
Yeah. Yep, just go with it.
Meanwhile, he's actually trying to like teach math.
Everyone has the wrong books out. They're like, what?
Yeah,
what,
and he's
and
he's yelling to try to like get you on the right page, and it just gets worse. Like, imagine Ed Ogeron trying to say hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
Yeah, go Tigers.
Je m'appelle. So he's your foreign language teacher.
All right.
Mike Leach is obviously your AP World History teacher.
Obviously.
And I say AP
Absolutely.
because he's not teaching from the book.
No.
Nope.
He's not going to teach you anything on the state exams. It's going to be, you're going to be analyzing war movies, and he's going to be talking about advanced military theory, and you have no idea what's happening.
Yeah. Nope. Like you have those teachers, especially like professors in college, who would stand up there and just spout off stuff. And you're just looking around like, what does this have to do with anything? And how is it going to help me on the test? And
am I supposed to be taking notes?
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Because he won't let you use a recorder either, or like bring out your laptop at all. That's
right.
No, he's not letting that happen.
No.
Nobody passes the AP exam that year, by the way.
No.
Nobody.
and
everybody fails. Bring your sword, matey.
Yep.
In his first and only year as AP history teacher.
They're like, actually, could you just teach art?
That's right.
Our ceramics class needs a teacher.
And I guarantee he shows up the day that they have Halloween at school. He shows up dressed like Johnny Depp, and he just jumps from desk to desk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like a little squirrel running around.
Everyone's terrified.
I think he would like the whole art thing and just do like pottery, some kind of like ancient style Greek pottery or something like that.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good outlet for him.
Anyway, sorry.
Eli Drinkwitz, Coach Drinky. I'm seeing him as like a chemistry nerd. He's very invested in the equations, and nobody actually cares. The kids are just in the back like trying to blow stuff up, and he's just like, no, we have to balance it.
Hey y'all.
Gotta circle the wagons.
We got to circle the wagons. We got an exam coming up next week.
Come on, we gotta balance them.
You got to fight through it.
Terrific Tuesday. What is it?
Toughness Tuesday. Periodic table of the elements.
That's it. He's your chemistry teacher.
Oh my God, I love it.
He's just yelling like about the periodic table, and everyone's like, "What? What? Yeah, he's your chem teacher.
Just remember the noble gases.
Noble gases.
You be noble."
He accidentally creates mustard gas from a chemical reaction. Yeah, I can totally see that.
Yep. He gets bullied by the kids.
Oh, yes.
He's that teacher that you bully. And lastly, and this should come as no surprise.
Oh, I'm buckled in for
no-brainer.
This is
It's a no-brainer. Old Miss Lane Kiffin is your sex ed teacher.
Yes.
That's it.
That's all you need.
It.
You're done.
He's the creepy coach that you definitely know is dating a student outside of class. But nobody talks about it.
Those poor kids, and they're scarring for life. Like just the
he
stuff
shows
talked
American
about.
Pie instead of like an actual medical film. He's just like, watch this. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're like,
this is normal, kids.
You're like, my mom didn't sign a permission slip. And
normal.
My mom didn't sign a permission slip.
That's right.
He's
mocking the students. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, does this make you uncomfortable?
Oh, Johnny.
You uncomfortable? I'm so sorry. Shut up and grow up.
Right. He's still wearing the thong face mask to class. Like, yep.
As he sits there, hey Johnny, this is your mom's.
Yeah. Yep.
Tell her I'll be over for dinner at 8.
Yep.
That's Lane
Total Lane move.
All
right, Matt. Let's turn to you and
so,
and Alabama.
Nick Saban, I feel, is going to be teaching a personal finance class because obviously he knows how to throw some money around. So yeah, I went there, Jesse.
He
went there. So what?
Bold move from a Tennessee fan.
You know what? I can do that now because it's out in the open. Who cares? Plus, that guy doesn't work there anymore. So, man.
We parted ways.
That's right.
He went and got a job at the Jets. So yeah, I think Nick Saban's definitely in that personal finance category, teaching kids how to balance checkbooks. You know,
this must be a private school.
Money and definitely a hoity-toity private school. Nick Saban is not a public school teacher. Come on. He's the kind of guy that would, you know, make you interview your parents about what you spend their money on every month and making budgets. It strikes me as being him. Not that funny. But
I would love to
just
hear him in class though, and just being angry at everyone, and just be like, and just how he would talk about stuff.
Listen,
like, you got to balance
what
the
you're
checkbook.
gonna do.
Listen, I'm not going to explain it to you. Here. Stop asking me.
I'm not going to stand here while you're in the back with your friend. I don't do the impression well, but
is there a Coke bottle on this podium?
There's a Coke bottle.
For sure.
Coke bottle on one side, Dasani water bottle on the other side.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Oatmeal cream pie for lunch every day.
Yeah.
When administrators come in, he's just very hostile towards them. He wants nothing. Like, why are you even in here?
If you're going to interrupt the class.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
I would love it when somebody walks in late. Nice of you to join us. Yeah.
No. Oh God. He'd just be like, get out.
You weren't here on time. You don't need to get out.
You wouldn't even be allowed. He would lock the door. Like it wouldn't be one of those things where you could sneak in.
I only teach winners. Sir, this is personal finance. I don't care. Get out. I only teach winners. So.
Get out. Bet you want to use a calculator too. No calculators in that class.
Are you here to take personal finance? Do you want to learn? If not, then get out. He's that teacher.
Oh,
I guarantee Nick Saban would be that teacher. Be like, just leave. I don't need you in here.
Yep. Ooh.
Yep.
I had some of those. Ooh.
All right, Arkansas and Sam Pittman.
Sam Pittman does not teach. Sam Pittman is the guidance counselor.
Okay.
Aww.
Because Sam Pittman is going to be that guy that has every brochure known to man.
Yeah.
The cat just knocked something off the table. Every brochure known to man about every possible career path. He's going to be so excited for you when you finally decide, hey, I want to get a job that involves a drill.
And what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say when you pick a job?
Say, yes, sir. You got a job.
Every time.
Yeah, and he he pushes college, but he understands that vocational is also an option too. He doesn't want to feel like you have to choose. He wants you to make your own decision.
He's supportive.
He's a touchy-feely kind of warm guy, so it makes sense he'd be the guidance counselor, guiding the children.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. That's great.
He's the guy that he sees you in the hallway and he's like, hey, hey. And
that's it.
Oh yeah, he's so happy to see you in the hallway. He'll run you down.
Yep. All right. So Auburn, I had Brian Harsin, but hey, if you got to go back to the Gus bus, that's cool.
I've got to go back to the Gus bus only because I feel like Gus Malzahn that sound you're hearing is my cat.
It's cool. We have cats make appearances regularly.
She's being stupid and digging into a box and sitting on the floor because she's a moron. And hey, for the love of God,
it won't work.
Yeah, that's true.
She's completely throwing off every little bit that I had going into this.
That was appropriate for Gus, though. So
yeah, very, very appropriate. So Gus is that physics teacher that nobody wants to get. Because he's way too excited about physics and he wants to make it so he wants every kid that comes through his physics class to be a physics person. That's his goal. He wants everybody to be completely invested in the idea of how to calculate velocities and all those different concepts that he goes along with physics that kind of blow my mind and I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, he's that physics teacher that when you see his name on your schedule at the beginning of the year, you're like, oh God, I don't want this. I don't
go to the guidance counselor and ask them to change it.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah. And Pittman's like, I think yes, sir. We can move you to a different class.
Hey, Mr. Pittman, can I switch this?
Yeah, that's
Mr. Pittman,
definitely.
Can I change this for sex ed? You've taken that class 3 years in a row.
Gus is definitely wearing a sweater vest to work every day.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see him dressing any different.
Glasses. Nope, he wears.
Has
exactly
M equals or MC squared or whatever. I did really bad in physics. Equals MC squared on.
He's got the tie
embroidered.
The tie that has all that stuff on it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's got the nerdy ties. Like one day it'll be just a picture of a tie with Albert Einstein. So like Neil deGrasse Tyson ties. He's got Neil deGrasse Tyson ties. That's
it. Yeah. All right. Florida and Dan Mullen.
Mullen has, and again, this joke may not be as funny because most people who are listening to this don't work in a school, but everybody knows that there is in-school suspension now. When kids do things that they're not supposed to, we don't send kids home anymore.
We had it when I was in school.
Do they have it when y'all? Okay, well, they have ISS. And so in my brain, Dan is sitting in the ISS room while the kids are sleeping, doodling, doing absolutely zero work, and he is parked out in front of the computer playing flash games on the computer, doing nothing else.
Totally an ISS teacher.
He may get kind of crazy and throw a movie on like around Christmas time, maybe like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or something, but for the most part, he's doing nothing. Oh, I take that back. He's working on his Tinder profile. He's checking his fantasy football scores. All of this while parked out behind the computer. He's usually pretty whiny about things, saying that there's not enough administrative support.
Right.
That the kids are crazy and wild and they don't respect anybody, but he doesn't really do anything to make them respect him. He complains.
He gets annoyed when he has to walk them to lunch.
Right. He has to walk into the bathroom and whatnot, and he just complains the entire time. Yeah.
Are there
Dan's the ISS test teacher.
Are there punishments involved with this, or does he just sit with them the whole time, or
you just sit?
He'll sit there, but occasionally when one of them does something that's too far out, he'll start yelling. probably potentially throwing things.
Gotcha. I was gonna say I could see him having them.
But he never calls the office. He never gets an administrator, because if they came in there, they'd be like, "Well, what have these kids been doing for the last 6 hours, Dan? I tried to tell them to work. They won't listen to me."
I could definitely see him having them wash his car or something. Something like that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Field trip to the parking lot.
That's it. Yeah. All right. Kentucky and Mark Stoops.
I feel like Mark Stoops would probably be that one of those vocational teachers, like not home ec, like wood shop, or maybe I don't remember. They never had it when I was in school, but like the auto,
yeah,
like the auto class, like car. What do they call it? I don't even remember what they call it. Yeah, like the mechanic class, just something in the vocational kind of career prep instead of college prep particular pathway.
Right.
Just because he seems like a kind of a hands-on kind of guy. Like you're not going to find Mark Stoops teaching a Latin class. That's not going to happen.
And they don't have bourbon tasting in high school. So
you know what? Now that I think about it, he may teach ag. He might be an agricultural ag teacher. That might be
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but he's definitely got a fifth of bourbon hidden in his desk.
Oh yeah. He confiscates it from the kids and just drinks it.
Right.
Yeah. Right. All right, cool. I like those. Those are good. All right. So I had Tennessee and Josh Heupel, which for those who don't know, and it's easy to forget because it's been a while. So Josh Heupel is a winner. He won the 2000 national championship with Oklahoma as the quarterback, and was the Heisman runner-up that year.
That's right.
He's definitely teaching business. He's trying to teach kids how to be winners. So I'm gonna try to get that off on a positive note for you, Matt. He's a winner. He's teaching business, getting that going.
Look at my face, Wes.
Yeah, I can tell you're super impressed. So, South Carolina.
Buy into the Heupel.
There you go. You need the shirt, bro. You need it.
I'm not getting that shirt. No.
South Carolina.
What about a mug?
Nope. Yeah, I got a lot of the new coaches, but I decided to just roll with it. So Shane Beamer is going to be the art coach, the art teacher, because let's be honest, if you're a first-year head coach at South Carolina with the recruiting class that they've had, you're going to have to paint a really flowery picture for people. Okay.
Yes, you are.
So you're going to have to be skilled in that. So I'm going to say
you're going to have to paint fans in the stadium.
It's going to have to be like a Van Gogh of sorts. So, all right, Texas A&M, Jimbo Fisher, he's an accounting teacher because his job is to teach the kids how to work the system and how to cut corners and and how to do all that stuff. So yeah. And I could definitely I can see that. Vanderbilt, Clark Lee. This one was difficult, but I did want to go with the new coach. And so since he's coming home, I'm just going to say he's the home ec teacher, or as it's called now, family and consumer science.
Family and consumer science. You can't call it home ec anymore. They get really cranky when you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what he's teaching. He's working. Like I said earlier, it's this is home, guys. This is where you want to be. So that's what I'm going to say for him. So
meanwhile, Lane is sitting with Dan at lunch making fun of him.
I was gonna
look at that nerd.
They're doing
he teaches kids how to bake.
I don't know if they still call it this in school, but the little hornets where you pop them at people. Like you flick them across the room. But it's Lane and Dan doing that to the kids. They're just like
oh yeah, or the little
you know that Lane and Dan are just having a field day all the time. Just look at that kid. He looks like an idiot.
They're tripping them in the hallways, and you're
right.
I got this. Straws and spitballs is all I'm going to say for these guys.
Absolutely.
That's what they're doing the whole time.
Awful.
Awful. All right, I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was good.